drips across the floor. You hum a tune I've heard before. In your hands, a cup so small. The world slows down. I hear it all. Soft daybreak, gentle and new, talking slow. Just me and you. Nothing fancy, nothing planned. Just time slipping through our hands.
보통 많아. 내일 또 해도 돼.
Laughter lingers in the air.
뭐지, 그렇게까지.
Moments float like dust in prayer. Every glance a quiet song. This is where my heart belongs. Soft daybreak, gentle and new, talking.
볼만해. 우와, 잘 됐다. 맛있겠다.
Golden leaves are falling slow.
건더기에서 넣어서 비벼 먹어.
Stories only we know. Soft wind dancing
너무 둘이 못
through
다니까?
your hair. Time stands still. I'm lost in your stare. Autumn days, autumn nights. You and I beneath the fading light. Every laugh, every sigh is a moment that never says goodbye. The city sleeps, the stars away. We walk the streets, the moonlight makes
해가지고
your hand in mine, so warm, so near. I wish this season
안 먹을 거야
could
그러면
last all year. Autumn days.